Fundamentals of Chinese, Unit 11. Would you like to play ball? Understand it. Please turn to pages 110 and 111 in your textbook. Have a pen ready to take notes. Okay, you should have watched the video first. If you haven't, pause this or stop it and go watch the video for this dialogue and then come back. So you'll notice in the dialogue that Wang Peng and Gao Wenzhong were having a conversation, and it may have become obvious that Wang Peng was trying to ask Gao Wenzhong to do something, and Gao Wenzhong kept refusing the invitations, and then finally Gao Wenzhong got a little frustrated and gave up. So let's see what that was all about. So Wang Peng starts out asking Gao Wenzhong, Xiao Gao, 好久不见, 你好吗? So you'll notice this Xiao Gao. So in China, friends usually refer to each other by their last names, not by their first names like we do, but by their last names. And then they'll put this little 小 before it as to make it sound friendly and close or intimate. Xiao Gao. So he addresses him as Xiao Gao, and he says, 小高, 好久不见, 你好吗? So look at this, 好久不见. Literally, it's long time no see. This 好 means you've learned 好 as good, but it's also used as emphasis. So this 九, this character here, 九, sounds just like the number 9, but it's written differently. You can see here. This 九 means old, or basically old. So 好 before 九 is putting emphasis on old and making it into very old. And then you have 不, which you know means no, and 见, which you know means to see. So literally it's so long no see, or so old or so long ago no see. Or in English, very much like our long time no see. 好久不见. So 小高, 好久不见, 你好吗? So you should have that worked out. Pause if you want to write down what you think it means. And if you came up with 小高 or little Gao, you may have put long time no see. How are you? Then you are right. Okay, so Gao Wenzhong comes back and says, 我很好. 你怎么样? So this response of Gao Wenzhong should not give you much trouble. 我很好. 你怎么样? Pause and think about or write down what this sentence means. I'm good. How's it going with you? 我很好. 你怎么样? So remember, this 怎么样is like, how about that? Or, so yeah, how about that? So 你怎么样 is how about you in this case. So how's it going with you? This is very common. People use this 怎么样 or 你怎么样 in China very much like we use what's up as a greeting in English. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Chinese will say, 你好, 你怎么样? Used very frequently and it's very. Wang Peng's response to 你怎么样? How's it going with you? His response is also very common. 不错. So if someone in China asks you, or in Chinese asks you, 你怎么样? How's it going with you? 你怎么样? This is a very common way to respond if if uh, if you're doing good. You would say 不错. And he says 我也不错 because Gao Wenzhong has already said that he's 很好. If you go back here, Gao Wenzhong says 我很好. So I'm good. So Gao Wenzhong was responding saying I also am good, or 不错. So this 不错, 不错, 不 you know means no. In 错, the literal meaning of 错 means like bad or mistake. So 不错 means not bad. Very much like we say not bad. I'm not bad. So 我也不错. And then he goes on to say, and some of this you should understand. 这个周末你想做什么？想不想去打球？ So what does all this mean? Let's take a look. So this you should have no problem with. 这个周末 This 想 should be new to you. 想 it means basically to want to do something. And you may want to take a look at page 112 and 113 where they talk about 想 as being a model verb. And basically a model verb is a verb that's often put together with other verbs to create sentences. And there are several examples beginning on page 112, going on to page 113 to show you different ways that 想 is used together with other verbs. So please go and take a look at that. So after some understanding of this 想, you should be able to understand what this sentence is saying, because everything else you've seen. 我也不错，这个周末你想做什么 ？Question. 想不想去打球 So what does all that mean? I'm not bad. 我也不错. What do you want to do this weekend? 这个周末. Remember, this weekend is put in the front. So when you're taking tests or doing the workbook exercises, remember, this weekend, we usually stick it at the end, but in Chinese, it's put up front. 这个周末你想做什么? So it's a question. So it's a question in the form of, in English, to say this, ask this question, we have to use do. We have to bring out the verb do to help us. In Chinese, you don't need it. This weekend, you want do what? Literally is what this is saying. This weekend, you want do what? Now pay attention to this word order. Some beginning students have problems with this word order. What do you want to do this weekend? 想不想? Here we have the verb and then 不 and then verb to also be do you. We were just talking about this do. Now we're over to this do. Do you want? So 想 you just learned means want. So 想不想 would translate as do you want? Go play ball. Do you want go play ball? Do you want to play ball? I probably should have put do you want to go to play ball to have a more accurate translation. Good. So now, you may remember in the video, Gao Wenzhong kind of responds, 打球我不喜欢打球 So, you should have no problem with the sentence. 打球我不喜欢打球 Pause if you want to think about or write down what that means. Play ball. I don't like to play ball. So Wang Peng is a little confused here. You don't like to play ball, he's wondering. So Wang Peng comes back.